Okay. Um, everybody doing all right?
I think so.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Um, yeah, I'll let you know. We'll
Okay.
see how
What?
see how the show goes.
Let's go again.
Yeah,
Like everyone. Okay. How's
it's gonna be awful.
need more?
There's no
How's
good
that different
news.
from any other time?
Yeah. Oh, I hate you. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Controller Throwers podcast. Today's episode is episode number 78,
Woo.
and this is for Tuesday, November 6th, 2018. We are past October. No more Halloween jokes. That's okay. But we are in November. We only got 2 months left, and that means our awesome episode with our end of year awards is going to be coming up again.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Didn't we just do that?
It
Gosh.
feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. This year went by really quick.
it did. Okay, I got nothing else. It did. All right, thanks, Mike. Wow, thanks a lot.
And that's the end of our show. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, good evening, everybody. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Mr. Kurt
Hello.
and Ms. Sherry.
Hi, guys.
Mr. Brian cannot make it tonight. His little ones are ill, so we wish them all the best and
Aw.
a speedy recovery, all that other stuff. So that's okay. We're still going to have all sorts of fun stuff for you today. So, Kurt, speaking of fun stuff, let's go to Kurt. With he's Mr. Fun Stuff. What do we got in the news?
Well, this past Friday, Blizzard announced that the next installment in their Diablo franchise. The studio revealed at BlizzCon that Diablo Immortal will release for mobile phones and iOS, or I'm sorry, release for mobile phones on iOS and Android. Is there any other one? I don't think they'd make it for BlackBerry.
For my awesome flip phone or my Nokia.
My-
How about a
My
Nokia?
God. You
Yes.
can play Snake
Diablo.
and
For the
You
Motorola
don't need
Razr.
any other game but Snake.
Yeah.
All right, so the game takes place after Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, and before Diablo 3. It features 6 customizable classes: the Barbarian, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necromancer,
Necromancer.
and Wizard, with more planned for the future. You'll be able to drop in and out of groups and take part in dynamic events. The game will also allow you to craft items, upgrade your gear, and form groups. And, of course, you'll be able to battle co-op in multiplayer matches. Blizzard also says that Diablo Immortal will have regular updates featuring storylines, loot, and challenges. The studio, which is developing the game with NetEase, has opened pre-registration for beta. If you sign up, you'll receive news and updates, and you might earn some extra in-game rewards. No release date was given yet, but we'll keep you posted as soon as we find out. So,
Okay,
would you play this on your Nokia phone?
on my Nokia N-Gage.
Oh, N-Gage. Wow, remember those?
I know they had Doom for the N-Gage. And
Right.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
They did. They did.
Wow.
The good old N-Gage. Remember when 3D phones were a thing and everyone was like, oh, 3D phones are the best. They're the newest thing.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Exactly. But no, they were a thing for a very small amount of time. Back when 3D was all about, when everything was 3D, you know? Movies, 3DS, televisions. They sold 3D televisions for a while, and that was supposed to be the next big thing.
Yeah, I'm in
Sure, he's
3D.
too young to remember. 5 years ago.
You know, she's a baby.
Yeah. see, this is what I've been trying to do is subtly, and I'm gonna announce this now. Subtly, over the past few weeks, I've been trying to get Kurt and Brian Sherry to purchase Diablo 3.
Did you?
No, because I'm not gonna do it unless you guys do it. So
How many games I gotta buy to play with you, Mike?
Oh, snap.
well, let's see: Diablo 3, Fallout 76, Red Dead Redemption 2, The Golf Club.
Pretty much every
And I
game.
think that's it.
All the games. Buy
Just
all the
every
games.
game that
yeah.
Mike owns,
And
you
no-
need to
Yeah,
have a
and
copy
go buy a
of
new
all of them.
system and go. Yeah, okay.
And No Man's Sky.
Oh no.
Womp womp womp. That's what happens when you start up No Man's Sky. They just play that automatically. But anyways, the reason
I heard it's supposed to be a lot better now.
but the reason I do is because I played Diablo 3 on the PlayStation 3, and Kurt and Sherry are both huge Gauntlet fans, and
Yeah.
Diablo is like the next evolution of Gauntlet.
I need to play it before I can commit, okay? Because I have actually been kind of like, wow, maybe I should check this out because you have been bringing it up a lot. So my interest is piqued, but I need to play something in order for me to really kind of be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this.
Then
So,
I'll tell you what. I'll give you
Okay.
my PS3 name and password. You still have your PlayStation 3, right?
Mhm.
You can log on to my account, download the game, try it out yourself on the PlayStation 3, and say, okay, it's just like this, only prettier. She's sure
Prettier.
scratching her chin right now. Got the whole I'm thinking.
No, she's like,
She's like, how do I get out of this?
She's
No,
thinking
I
about
would definitely play
Trying to
it.
figure
It
it out.
does sound like it's up my alley. So
Kurt, what about your alley? You know I need to know all about your alley.
I don't have an alley.
what about
But,
your wheelhouse?
My wheelhouse?
Yeah.
What about your bread basket?
Oh, my bread basket. I have one of
Ooh.
those.
Yes. Let's go with
So
Brett.
I would say the same as Sherry. I don't want to go jump in just feet first until I've at least played a demo of it or something like that. So, or at least seen it. So maybe I'll search
Oh yeah.
the tubes of you or something like that and see if it piques my interest. I mean, you're right. I'm a Gauntlet player from way back. I love Gauntlet and stuff like that. But at the same time, can anything match it?
Yes.
Right? I
Okay.
have Gauntlet. I'll just play Gauntlet.
Right. Thank you, Sherry. Yes.
But no, I mean, it would be interesting to see, So,
Their rendition of it. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
as long as it's not Shadowgate or something like that, I'll always give it a whirl.
Yeah, you're good. You're safe on that end. But so on that same token though, would you pick this game up? Diablo for mobile.
Yeah. See, I'm not a mobile game player. I'm really not. Like,
Yeah.
people that play games on their phones and stuff, I give them props because they look at this like tiny little screen and stuff. And me, I want to be immersed into the game and not just flicking my thumb and stuff. You know?
So I have a story time with Sherry.
Story time with Sherry.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my theory. I have a Samsung S6, okay? And I played the heck out of Pokemon Go when it first came out. I love my phone, but now all of a sudden the thing does not hold a charge to save my life. And I'm wondering if all those years of the Pokemon abuse where I would just run my battery out and then plug in another battery and plug in another battery and just play the hell out of this game killed my phone. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of because my husband has the same phone. We got him at the same time, and his is fine. But mine is dying this horrible, painful, slow death now, and I really don't want to upgrade my phone.
Hashtag blame mobile phone gaming.
Blame Pokemon Go. I don't know. So I think that really kind of turned me off from any kind of mobile game now. Like, I never played the Mario one, and I'm a huge Mario person. I love Jurassic Park, and I played it for a few weeks, and then I stopped. So odds are I probably would not pick this up for mobile just because of those reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of diehard Diablo fans that are really salty about this announcement. Like a lot of hate tweets.
Yeah.
They just.
But at the same time, if they have the other games out of the franchise, and if they're expanding their franchise, why would they hate it? I mean, it's just another avenue for them to have their game out there.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that doesn't make sense
mobile.
to me. Yeah.
It's mobile, and that's not real gaming.
Now,
It's
like if
not.
it came out on Apple and not Android only, oh then yeah, hate all the way, just because it's Apple, and
Sure.
who wants to play on a simplistic system like that?
Okay. The views of Kurt do not reflect those of the controller throwers, their subsidiaries, and sponsors, including Taco
I agree
Bell.
with them. Sorry.
All
2 out
right.
of 3, Mike. You're out. Yeah, you're out.
That's it.
So, but I'll see some more about this. But what's funny is I'm all about Diablo console when actually Diablo is at its heart a PC game. So they're making some pretty big some jumps from PC to console now to phones. So we'll see how it looks.
We'll see.
All right. Well, other things we're looking forward to. To build up hype for the upcoming release of Fallout 76, Bethesda will host a celebrity live stream of the open world game. Bethesda announced that Fortnite streamer Star Ninja, rapper Logic, and everyone's favorite cartoon duo, Rick and Morty, will play through the new online survival game during a live stream event. The broadcast will be available on Bethesda's Twitch and Mixer channels on Thursday, November 8th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bethesda hasn't provided much detail as to what to expect out of the stream, but it's sure to be hilarious. Fallout 76 is currently hosting a beta for those who pre-ordered it, and the game will officially release on November 14th. I saw this on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and I was like, how are they going to incorporate Rick and Morty into this? And now I have to watch it to see. My interest, I'm like, what are they going to do? This is going to be, it's such an odd pairing, though. You know what I mean? Like, what does one have to do with the other? Not a thing. But Justin Rowland is he's a gamer, and I believe he's making his own video game development company. So maybe that's why they got him involved.
Well, he's got that game coming out for the PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm. I think his company is called Squanch Games or something like that.
Yep,
yeah.
It is.
That's awesome.
Are you gonna watch this?
Yeah, if I'm.
Is
awake.
It canon? Is it canon? That's the important thing. Is it Rick
canon,
and Morty
yes.
canon? We need
is
to
this
know.
Season 4?
Is this episode 1 of season 4?
That would be awesome.
I did like that episode
where
where Rick and Morty were discussing Minecraft.
Yes.
And playing Minecraft. That was pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably watch it. It'd be good to watch because I don't know, with this beta, there's been some people that have been saying Fallout 76 is not going to be that good. That's what it's got a lot of concerned gamers out there.
I think that's the Fallout haters, to be honest with you.
You mean
or not the Fallout haters, but the true Fallout the people who have played Fallout since number 1, the hardcore Fallout people, they see this as not a Fallout game,
canon.
so they're just.
And you know what? You built up a lot of hype about Red Dead, and now that you're playing it, and you're like, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, I still want to play it.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, my point is that people can say what they want, but I'm still gonna play this game because I was really hooked after watching their presentation. I still think it's gonna be a lot of fun to play multiplayer with you guys. I think it's gonna be great. And if there are things that don't do it for you, that doesn't speak for everyone else. So you just gotta play the game and see what happens.
You just want to donkey punch your horse.
I do, really bad. There are so many things I'm going to do with this game. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
I haven't even played it yet.
How can you not?
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for everybody to get it.
I just bought it
I-
today. I don't even have the
I
system.
want
and it's
everybody
killing
like
me.
online, and I want to.
But
I want to play online because I've seen so much of the story mode already that it's like I almost already know the story mode. So I want to get online. I want to play with the friends. I want to just go
Yeah.
derp around. I want to punch each other in the face and each other's horses in the face and
still don't know how to punch in the game. There's so much to learn. So I don't know.
And that's exactly what I want to do in 76. So I don't care. I'm still looking forward to it.
I'll probably pick up 76, but I'll probably end up doing what Kurt's doing. I might wait.
I'm sorry, I just
That's okay.
read
No, I
comment
saw
in the chat.
comment in the chat. That's fine. No, that's cool. That's all. So anyways, I might pick up. I mean, I'm definitely picking up Fallout 76, but I don't know when I'm gonna play it because I don't want to like start the game off where I'm level like 15 and Sherry, who's getting her PlayStation 4 in a few weeks, is level 1. So
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. But
does your level from story mode like transfer into online mode?
for Red Dead,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's two separate things. Because in Red Dead in story mode, you're playing as Arthur Morgan, and I'm assuming in the online mode you get to play as you create your own character.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So, moving on from games that we're paying for to games that we're getting for free, let's go into the Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo free games for the month. So for games with gold, for the Xbox One, you'll be getting Race the Sun and Battlefield 1. For the Xbox 360, you'll be getting Assassin's Creed and Dante's Inferno. For your PlayStation Plus games, for the PS4, you'll get Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. You'll also get Yakuza Kiwami. On the PS3, you'll get Arkido Series. And you'll also get Jackbox Party Pack 2. And on the PlayStation Vita, you'll get Burly Men at Sea and Roundabout. And both those games are cross-buy with the PlayStation 4.
Woohoo!
Yes. So for Nintendo, and I thought I had this written down, but I guess I didn't. But Nintendo, you'll be getting Metroid, the original Metroid.
Oh, wow.
And you'll be getting also be getting one of my favorite NES games, Mighty Bomb Jack.
Oh man, are you gonna try to
Get
one up your
competition?
your score?
No, that guy destroyed me in Bomb Jack high score competitions. So no, thank you. So let's see. I'm really bummed out that Brian couldn't make it tonight because he and I could go for probably another half an hour just talking about Dante's Inferno. That game was so good. It was a lot of fun. So, if you have a... Okay.
It never fails.
No, it's all right. If you have an Xbox 360 and you haven't played Dante's Inferno, I think you could probably get it on Xbox One too. Definitely download Dante's Inferno. It's a lot like God of War, but it's a really good game, and I would highly recommend it. So, anything on this list? Did either of you even pay attention to the list?
I did.
I caught Burly Men at Sea, and that caught my interest.
Like seriously, if you're watching this stream, as soon as Mike said Burly Men at Sea, like it's almost you could almost see her ears perk up, like in her headphones.
Wait, what?
She literally like looked up like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
Burly Men?
Yep. That caught my interest. Mm-hmm.
And at sea?
Oh yeah.
Jackbox Party. I mean, those games are awesome.
Those are a lot of fun. Absolutely.
Those are so much fun. Race the Sun. I don't know what that is, but you know me. Racing games. I like them. Assassin's Creed. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Those. I think.
I wonder, Burly Men at Sea. That kind of sounds like it would be similar to that game where you're playing the goose. that's a jerk.
I want that game.
Goose
What is
is
that
a
game called? It's
jerk.
like Goose Story or something like
Yeah,
that. I forgot what it
something
was
like
called.
that. Yeah,
I think it's coming out early next year.
I think so.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah. So those are all your free games. So if you have the systems, you have the PlayStation Plus, you have the Xbox Games with Gold, you have the Nintendo Online, Nintendo Switch Online, get your free games because I said so.
That's right.
Because they're free.
Yeah.
Free games, best games.
So
And because Mike said so.
because Mike said so.
That too. Yes.
So our next bit of news is pretty big. So I'm gonna have a lot to talk about here. Last Thursday, Nintendo had their final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, and they gave out a ton of information. So I'm gonna recap kind of everything they went over. So there's a lot. So the final 2 playable characters are revealed. Ken from the Street Fighter series has joined the fight with Ryu. He's going to be an Echo Fighter for Ryu. Like in that series, he brings his tweaked versions of Ryu's moveset. Also, Incineroar was announced as a playable character, who is the final evolution of Sun and Moon's starter Pokemon, Litten. He will have several grappling and wrestling style moves. We also got an update for those of us who are still obsessed with Amiibo. The Amiibo lineup was updated, so the Inkling, Ridley, and Wolf Amiibo will release with the game on December 7th. And the Amiibo for King K. Rool, Ice Climbers, and Piranha Plant will release on February 15th. Amiibo for Isabelle, Pichu, Ken, Young Link, and Daisy are coming sometime in 2019.
Ooh.
Yes. What else? Let's see. So no more trophies. They're not doing trophies again, which I thought was kind of a bummer. I really liked collecting the trophies, like getting them and seeing them on display and stuff. But instead, the game will introduce spirits, which can help power up fighters once they've been earned. There are hundreds of spirits from all across the game's franchises, as well as additional gaming franchises. Spirits can be collected and leveled up through battle or by feeding them snacks. They can be leveled up and eventually returned to the real world, which will then power up your actual fighters in the game. Spirits can also be sent out for treasures, which they'll actively seek while the game is turned off. So it's like its own little meta game. A little bit of info about the online battles. They will now introduce elite online battles, and these can be accessed when players' levels reach a certain threshold. So unless you're a pro at the game, don't expect to see this. So all the best players at Smash will be able to join these elite online battles. Those of us who are terrible at the game can stick with the casual matches. New assist trophies were revealed. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you're going to see characters from Fatal Frame, Golden Sun, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, ARMS, and the one I'm most excited about, Dr. Wily is going to be an assist trophy. Very excited about that. You're going to get the hand holding the fly swatter from Mario Paint, which was a very interesting addition. And Guile will be in there from Street Fighter. So there's going to be a total of 59 assist trophies.
Wow.
Replays in the game. Replays can be saved with the ability to create custom videos. And finally, what would a big game be without downloadable content? So DLC is coming for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So fighters will be created from scratch and will not be Echo fighters. So these will be brand new fighters. So each DLC character will include a stage and a set of music tracks. They'll be $5.99 each, but you can purchase the Fighters Pass for $24.99. The Fighters Pass will also include a Mii Sword Fighter outfit based on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, along with music from that game. So spinning cutter.
Meh.
And then the next downloadable character that they announced will be Piranha Plant, which came completely out of nowhere.
Yeah. Left field.
Yep.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But anyone who registers their copy of the game or redeems their download code before January 31st, will get Piranha Plant for free. I'm sorry, I can't. Your cat is way too distracting.
My cat is getting us views. Okay.
Yeah. So finally, so they showed the opening cinematic for the game's single player mode, which was pretty crazy. A lot of people were pretty blown away by this. But basically what it was is there is a entity, you couldn't even describe what it looked like, but it was like a space entity commanding an entire army of master hands attack all the all the Smash characters, and it unleashed a devastating energy wave that destroys and basically kills everybody except for Kirby. So the game starts off with Kirby in an overworld map, and you have to rescue all the rest of the fighters. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty crazy single player mode.
It sounds like the Avengers.
That's what people are saying. Well, that's what Tanuki was saying. He's like, we should look at the mashup of the Avengers, the scene from Avengers Infinity War to match up with this game.
Yep.
So, but this is a lot of information. So I gotta say, this is why I hate fake rumors and fake leaks. Because that fake rumor that came out that said Banjo-Kazooie was going to be part of this game got me really excited.
That would have been really cool.
That would have been awesome. But unfortunately, it wasn't true. I gotta say, it is pretty cool to see Piranha Plant in there.
That's a weird pick for a character.
Choice. Yeah.
It's almost like an inanimate object, you know? I mean, I know it's alive, but it's not. How... I don't know. How is this thing gonna move? Like, how do you...
Audrey, too, got around pretty well in Little Shop of Horrors, so... But I don't know. But yeah, it's good to see another Pokemon. Incineroar, I was a Rowlet man myself, so I never chose Litten. But whatever. I definitely feel better about the game now than I did at E3. Remember when we were all excited? We were all excited to watch the Nintendo presentation. We were all chatting and everything, and then it's like, this is Smash? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, we were like, oh.
I have that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it does seem like it's going to be a lot more interesting.
Yep. So, as you all know, Smash comes out on December 7th, so go pick up your copy, or pre-order your copy today. All right, so that's it for the news. Let's get into our games coming out this week. So, what's coming out? So, for the PlayStation 4 and the Switch, we have Moonlighter. For the PlayStation 4, Overkill's The Walking Dead. Brawlhalla will be coming out for the Switch. Coming back from the dead, Carnival Games is coming out for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 will be out for the Switch. Grip will be out for the PS4 and the Switch. World of Final Fantasy Maxima will be out for the Xbox One and the Switch. And Tetris Effect will be out for the PlayStation 4, and I also think that's compatible with the PlayStation VR.
Very interesting.
Yeah, okay, so the Walking Dead game, that interests me. But I don't think it's going to be very good, because we have heard nothing about it. And I think they're supposed to be streaming it sometime this week. The developers, I think. But I'm worried about the Walking Dead game because we haven't heard anything about it. Grip, that looks like an interesting game because that's a racing game where it's like all the cars. Like, you ever see those cars that are those remote control cars that have the wheels that are so big that it doesn't matter if the car flips, it'll still keep going. That's how it's designed. So that's what these cars are in this game. So that you can like grip onto the walls and ceilings and stuff as well.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So you're saying like it's Car Soccer version 2.0?
Well, no, because Car Soccer is Car Soccer. This is just racing.
Oh, okay. Well, Car Soccer meets racing. No.
No. Racing meets racing.
So just sticky tires racing.
Sticky tires, circular walls, racing. That's what they should have called it. That's what they should have called it. Sticky tires, circular walls, racing. I don't know. Anything look good to either of you?
Sticky tire circle racing?
Yep, sticky tire circle racing. There we go.
Is that the name of the episode?
You know it. Sticky tire circle. Okay.
Carnival
no.
games?
Carnival games,
Come
maybe.
on.
I never played that on the Wii, but I know that game was huge on the Wii.
Yeah.
A lot of people ended up getting that game.
I would say sticky tire circle racing and maybe carnival games.
I'm gonna buy this game now. I'm buying Grip. When you guys look under your trees at Christmas and you see a copy of Grip there, but the word
Cross
Grip
out
is
Grip.
white out,
Yes.
has white out on it, and it just says sticky tire circle racing, then
Yes.
you know.
I think I would totally rather buy the game just based on that. Like if that's what it was called instead of Grip.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's find a cool edgy name. Let's call it Grip. No, I want sticky tire circle racing. Like that's
Best name ever.
yes, I like it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna save my money this week because I got a sneak preview of next week's release list. Your wallet is gonna get up and just go and just like try to escape your room as soon as it finds out what games are coming out next week.
Uh-oh.
My
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. So those are the games coming out this week. So let's get into our retrospective. So Brian was assigned Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero, but since he's not in, I've taken it upon myself to talk all about this game because it's a very interesting game. Very, very interesting game. So, Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero is a action adventure game based on the fighting series Mortal Kombat. Came out in 1997. Again, it was an action adventure game, so it was not a fighting game. It's the first Mortal Kombat game to feature side-scrolling gameplay as opposed to the traditional fighting type game. So, Mythologies is a prequel set prior to the events of the tournament in the original Mortal Kombat. So, of course, as the name implies, the game centers on the ninja Sub-Zero. So he's asked to find an amulet by the sorcerer Quan Chi, which first appeared in Mortal Kombat 4, which came out just right around the same time as Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. You're following me so far? Awesome. The player controls Sub-Zero in multiple stages as he faces multiple enemies trying to kill him. There were two versions. There was the PlayStation version. There was a Nintendo 64 version. Because the PlayStation version was on a CD, the game had live-action cutscenes specifically for the PlayStation. Since the Nintendo 64 was a cart, then they only had still frames with text. Yeah, that's too bad. So, yeah, let's so let me do this really quick while we're waiting. There we go. Okay. So.
Oh, hey, look.
Yeah, so we got some video of the game going.
Stuff and things, yeah.
Yeah. So the game controls very similar to your classic 2D Mortal Kombat fighting games. So there's 4 attack buttons along with a block button and a run button, just like in Mortal Kombat 3. So the player controls Sub-Zero just like in a fighting game, using a lot of those command-based special moves in order to fight enemies and go through their levels. You know, here's the thing that had a lot of people really, really angry and scratching their heads. In order to turn around, for Sub-Zero to turn around, you actually had to press a button for him to turn around. Like,
what?
If you pressed back, he would walk backwards. So you actually have to... I know.
Isn't that the way it was in the fighting game also, though?
No, you automatically turned to face your opponent.
Did you?
Yes. Just like in any fighting game, you're always facing them no matter what. But in this game, you had to turn around by pressing a button.
Wow.
Yeah. So the game featured experience points by performing combos against enemies, which then you can use to increase your character's strength, gain access to special moves. Special moves, of course, including Sub-Zero's patented ice projectile. The game used passwords. Oh, remember passwords?
Yeah.
The game used passwords to keep track of the player's progress. So the story, like I said, set before the original Mortal Kombat, as Sub-Zero is hired by Quan Chi, which is a bad guy, to steal a map of elements from a Shaolin temple. So Sub-Zero, faces Scorpion and various other characters throughout the game, other Mortal Kombat characters, and at the end of the game, kind of directly feeds right into the first Mortal Kombat. So it's really interesting to see how that's incorporated. So the game took about 14 months to finish, and the game was first announced, actually was leaked out in 1996. That's when people first started finding out about it. Thank you for the internet. The game was designed in Midway's Chicago offices and consisted of 5 artists, 2 programmers, and a sound designer. The graphics were created using kind of a different technique from the typical fighting game. Yes, they still used digitized human actors for the characters, but they also used pre-rendered 3D backgrounds. So they wanted to go for a much more realistic look that in the previous Mortal Kombat games. It didn't look terrible in terms of that, in terms of, Mortal Kombat and terrible 2D side-scrollers. But there was also a lot of, like I said before, there was a lot of actual scenes that were filmed to be cutscenes in the game. And just like I talked about a few weeks ago with the 11th Hour, the acting is just atrocious. A lot of stuff was done in front of a green screen, and of course, they were combined with 3D backdrops. So the crew was kept to a minimum in order for the budget, and the entire process was tape. The entire process from taping the cutscenes to post-production work took about a month. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
less time than the Killer Chef 2.
Yeah.
So, Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero got mixed reviews. IGN said it must have been a good idea on paper, but as a game, it's terrible. Next Generation gave the PlayStation 1 version a terrible 1 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty much widely panned. The Nintendo 64 version wasn't even that much better. Everybody just bashed it, saying it was just a terrible, terrible game. There was another game that was released, another Mortal Kombat Mythologies or Special Forces. That one had Sonya in it, but again, that was just as bad. Yu-Gi-Oh! Network's article praised the game, though, in their article called "The Worst Cutscenes in Video Game History."
Which we are watching right now.
Yeah. Yep. So giving Sub-Zero his own game, so a lot of these reviewers say it's a great idea. It was a really good idea to give Sub-Zero his own game because he was arguably one of the most popular Mortal Kombat characters.
Sure.
But it's just the game just did not work out at all. It was, again, very, very widely panned. Everybody hated it. I rented it from Blockbuster when I was in college, and I was really excited to play it because I was and still am a Mortal Kombat fanatic. I really love Mortal Kombat, and I couldn't get through the first level. It was that hard. Like there's like some areas. There's this one area where you're on the edge of a cliff, and what in any video game, what do you do when you're on the edge of a cliff and you don't know what's in front of you? You try to jump out as far as you can.
Yeah.
It's like that's video game instinct right there.
Yes.
But you're supposed to just edge yourself off the edge of the cliff and drop down and hit an awning. Like, and they don't even tell you that. So, so there's some really, really bad level design, also some really bad collision detection. Like you would jump and you would fall through a platform, and other things like that. I watched yesterday there's a really great video of the angry video game nerd playing this game.
Yeah.
and it's if you have a chance to watch it, I would recommend it. It's really funny.
Awesome.
So yeah, so that's Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero, a classic game for the PlayStation 1 and the Nintendo 64.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just looking at this gameplay right now, like it just looks terrible. It really does. It's very weird to see it a Mortal Kombat style game where you're in the arena and you're facing your opponent and you fight them and then you keep walking and it's like that same room and it just looks weird and you're not able to turn around like this. What are you doing? This is so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back in the PlayStation 1 like era, you have to think that like this was probably with the cinematic and everything else that's in the game. This was probably like mind-blowing.
Sure, at the time, but like even as a 2D side-scrolling game, it just looks off. Something about it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree, and it's kind of a bummer too because I've always felt that fighting games are perfect to incorporate into a beat 'em up type game.
Sure.
Like if you took the characters of Street Fighter and put them into like a Streets of Rage type game, like I think that's a really good like mashup.
Sure.
But obviously this game kind of set that back.
Yeah.
So, a little.
A little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, those so that's Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero. So I added so that was my game. So I added a new one to the wheel. I added the original Mega Man to the wheel.
Oh man,
Ooh.
Yeah.
that's a hard game.
So so we're gonna spin the wheel now for Sherry,
Oh,
so
man.
we can see what game she's gonna get. Let's see.
Have pity on me, oh great wheel.
Come on, Sherry.
You guys can see it okay? You can see the wheel? No problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How many clicks am I giving it?
Spin it as hard as you can.
Okay. Here we go. Sherry's game. Oh, she just missed the free pass.
Wow. Well,
That's
it's
okay,
a game
I'll
that
take
she
it.
loves.
I'll take it.
The game that she loves. So
You know what?
okay.
I have a love-hate relationship with this game. That's okay.
Nice. All right. So Sherry's game is the Sega Genesis classic Sonic Spinball. The
Yes.
Sonic/pinball amalgamation of sorts or something.
And things.
I don't know. But did you see? You were right next to the free pass. You almost got away with it
I
for a
almost
week.
did,
Almost.
but that's okay. I'll take Sonic Spinball. I'll take it.
All right. Sweet. All right. So yeah, I can't wait to hear all about that because I got to say, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I was a fan of Sonic Spinball. I really
was
enjoyed
too.
it.
It's just it was not an easy game.
No, it was not.
So I had, I was very frustrated a lot playing
Yeah.
the game. So
All right. Cool. Excellent. So let's get into what we're playing. Who would like to go first?
oh, I will. I'll
Okay.
go first. I didn't play anything this week. I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, I just recently started a new job and I had to have like a major life adjustment, having to wake up at like the butt crack of dawn now. So I haven't played anything, and it blows my mind that I just haven't even played anything. I didn't even play Minecraft, and I play that all the time. I didn't even play Minecraft. Like, I have to turn in my gamer card, you guys. This is terrible. But on the plus side, I bought some games today, so that's redeeming, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I had a dry spell this week, but I will be playing things and stuff very soon.
awesome.
Things and stuff.
Yes, things and stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Just next time you go to work, do you still have your Game Boy Advance? Just put it in your pocket and say like, I have to go use the bathroom, and just sit on the toilet or something and just play like, play
So I can
Zelda
say I
or
played
something.
10 minutes of something.
Yeah. So that way you
I
got
really
something to talk
wanted
about.
to play Minecraft today, and I had the intention of jumping on for a little bit, but I ended up having to run errands like all day today because it was my day off. So
Gotcha.
waking up at the crack of dawn would be sleeping in for me. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of waking up at the crack of dawn, Kurt, how about you? What did you?
It's funny that Sherry said that, because up until today, which was my first day off, I didn't play anything, and I played maybe an hour worth of Minecraft today, and that was it. Like I'm getting prepared. Like, well,
Mike is disgusted with us. I know you guys can't see him, but he is just in utter disgust.
he visually just fired us without saying anything.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, so I really didn't do anything as far as games. I worked, and I've been all my free time. My kid is turning 13, and for her birthday, she wants a epic dance party.
Ooh.
So on my free time, I've been putting together playlists, and I've been putting together lighting and all this other stuff.
No game November. Are you gonna hire Kid and Play to perform?
Yeah, right. No, actually, I was thinking about Crisscross.
There we go.
So like where they're,
their pants backwards.
I got you. Yeah, I remember that. They'll make you jump.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I played an hour of Minecraft, and I made a path.
Nice.
I put some rocks down. Next.
Yep, that was about it.
Okay. All right. Well, so I played games this week because because I care about the podcast. Not a hint of salt in that comment.
No, not at all. Savage.
So I played car soccer again. I wanted to finish out the Halloween event because I got a spooky trail.
Cool.
By earning candy corn by playing in online matches, and so but I still wanted to get the McDonald's Halloween bucket to go on top of my car, so I earned that like the day before.
Yes. Which one is it?
The pumpkin one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember those, and I miss those.
I know, those are awesome. So I played that. So I played car soccer. Nothing special about that. I also popped in and started playing NHL 18, a game that I picked up at Target during the buy two get one free. And I created the controller throwers as a custom team, featuring the members of the controller throwers as the different players on said team. We play our games in.
Sherry's a hockey player?
Yeah, you could create female hockey players in it.
Dude.
Yeah.
How hot is that?
Awesome.
Well, wait, that's not even the best part. Let him finish his story.
Oh, okay.
There's more? Oh, yeah, and in the first game of the season, Sherry scored the first goal. And so I quickly, as soon as I scored, I'm like, yeah, I can't believe I scored, because I don't know why, I love hockey games. And so I grabbed my phone and I just recorded the replay and I sent it to you guys. And the recording starts off with somebody in the audience holding up a sign that says "I heart Sherry."
I didn't see
I
this.
was so confused when he first sent it.
I did not see this.
You didn't see the video? I sent it to
you.
How did I not see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure you didn't send it to just Sherry?
No, it was in the group chat, and he was like, "GG, Sherry," and I was like, "Okay, what did I do?"
What?
Yeah. So Sherry scored a goal, and then over the weekend I played another game, and Brian scored a goal in our next game, and Brian had some flair, man. He saucer, and I was watching the replay because I love watching replays in sports games. He saucer passed the puck between the defender's legs, grabbed it, and did a slap shot and scored.
Nice.
Like,
That's awesome.
Fancy moves. I didn't know Brian was.
That's why Brian's off.
Yes. Yeah, he pulled a muscle or something doing that.
That was like the mic drop of all mic drops. He's like, "Yep,
now I'm done." No,
he's like, all right, that's it. I'm out.
He's mourning Coach Q being fired, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I think a lot of people are. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I played NHL. Really enjoying that. I wonder if that's even streamable. I wonder if I should stream that or not.
Ooh.
I don't know. But speaking of streaming, I did stream Grand Theft Horseface.
Yes.
And for that, I'm gonna apologize to Kurt. Like, seriously, it was a Sunday, so I went to the lake this weekend to help winterize it, get it ready. That's why I asked you what you were doing that weekend. I'm like, dude, come on with me, but you said you had to work, so.
Yeah, I work.
That's okay. So we had to do some stuff. So it was just me and the son, and we got Taco Bell for dinner. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So we had to clean up the place, get it ready for winter. So we had to get the place ready for winter, like I said, and so we played a lot of games. So I got home on Sunday. We left at like 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning, which, because we went from Eastern time zone to Central time zone, it was technically 6:30 in the morning. So we ended up getting home at like 8:30 or something like that.
Wow.
So I got everything cleaned up. So I wanted to play some Red Dead Redemption. So I'm like, should I stream this? And they're like, yeah, stream it. So I'm like, okay. The minute I finished streaming it is when Kurt walked in the door from his work.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm used to it.
So yeah, sorry about that.
No need to apologize, because this is, I think, the 5th time in a row that it's happened. So there's no need.
You need different hours. You need to.
No, you just need to learn what my
schedule.
hours are, so you can just move your streaming.
You need to set your schedule around my game time, because that's more important.
No, you need to set your game time around my schedule. That's you don't understand. I'm the important one here.
Oh, no, I completely understand. So anyway, I got a couple interesting things that happened. So I'm still 100% undecided on this game. Like, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it because I'm starting to understand the rules of this world and what rules I need to follow, and that I can't just be like a regular Grand Theft Auto game and just go hog wild. Pardon the expression. So a few things that happened. So I got really, really aggravated. Well, I got aggravated a lot playing the game, but I'm riding on my horse and I see a group of turkeys. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. I'll get some as food for my camp. So I shoot one of the turkeys. And guess what happens? I get a bounty on my head for animal cruelty. What? Yes.
Yeah.
I shot a wild turkey. This is not a turkey who belonged to anyone. This is not some kid walking down the street with the turkey on a leash,
So why would it be animal cruelty? I mean, what are you supposed to do? Go up to it and break its neck first?
I don't know. I blasted it with a rifle, and it said animal cruelty. It's a wild animal in the 1800s.
I thought maybe he got like an animal cruelty charge because maybe he like stepped on it or ran into the pack of turkeys on his horse, and that's why, but I really don't know.
Red Dead logic. This is what's been aggravating me.
I mean, were you
much
beating a turkey with another turkey?
I wish
no,
I
but
was.
he should have.
Because that would be animal cruelty, because you're using an animal to beat another animal. So I could understand that. But shooting it in the face so you can feed your tummy, that's something completely different.
Right.
And then I gave the turkey a copy of No Man's Sky, and it hit me with animal cruelty again.
That's the
hey, I'll be here all night. Sorry. So yeah, that really aggravated me. And then I had to pay $5 to pay off my bounty. It was just like you know what the last time I felt like that was, where I just my mind was just like couldn't fathom and I just couldn't speak words, was when I played Undertale, and I was just like,
You need to play
I
that
don't know
again
what to
because
say.
I missed that whole
I don't know what to
stream.
say about Undertale. So, and and moving on is so I was going to so with this game, it's not bad if you don't have a good attention span, or it's bad if you don't have a good attention span.
Hmm.
Yeah. So like Skyrim. So I'm on my way to go do a mission, and I see an animal run off to the side, so I go to chase after the animal. Who looks squirrel? So I go chase after it, and I stop by it got away, so I stop by the woods, and I see I hear some voices. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go check this out. So I go into the woods. I'm gonna say this actually did happen in the game. This really is true. I'm not making a joke. This really was happened. I happened upon a KKK rally.
What?
Yes. Well, they didn't. It wasn't officially a Ku Klux Klan rally, but you knew what it was. So they were inducting a new member, and they go to light the giant cross on fire. It catches fire and lights like two of them on fire. So then, everybody scatters. So I chase after one of the guys, just why the heck not? And Arthur Morgan is yelling some stuff. He's like, "You really are an idiot," or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, Arthur's calling him an idiot. You know what? I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he's a KKK member, So I shoot him and kill him. No bounty whatsoever, mind you.
But the chicken.
But the
wild
turkey.
Yeah, wild turkey.
Yeah.
Hey, you get a bounty for that.
So I killed him, and I took. He had like a note that had the list of minutes from their last meeting, and it was hilarious. Like all the stuff, it was obviously done as a joke, but like it was so professionally written and typed up and everything that it did not match like the people that I just came into contact with. So it was just a very interesting random encounter that occurred in the game. And then the other thing that interesting that happened was, so I was heading back to camp. I had just finished beating somebody up because he owed us money, which was an actual mission, so everything was all good. And I'm just exploring the area, and I'm on my horse, and I walk past a goat farm. Bunch of goats running around me. So,
how does that go again?
Okay. So I see the farmer, and I'm doing, every single time I pass somebody, I choose like the say hello button just to improve my standing within the community. Because you do that. You say hello to enough people, and you'll have better honor. Your honor will increase. So I say hello to him, and I stop my horse, and I say hello, and the guy's just like, "You better start moving along, you jerk." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm trying to be nice to you." And I tried to say hello again, and then this dude pulls out his gun on me. He's like, "Keep moving along." So I'm like, oh, and then that's when I started understanding the rules of the game. I'm like, okay, you know what? If I pull out my gun, then we're gonna have problems. So I'm like, you know what? This is your property. I'm gonna mosey on out. So I'm riding away, and then all of a sudden I hear him yell, "Yeah, I figured you for a coward." Yeah, that didn't sit well with old Mike. So
Did you kill him?
I started riding.
Did you kill him?
No, I didn't kill him because I knew because of this game's logic. So I did something better. So
you punched his horse.
Yes. So I waited until the sun went down because I was still stewing about this. I wasn't very happy. Legitimately, I was like really angry about this. So I waited till the sun went down. He comes out and he lights a campfire, and he's just sitting by the campfire. So I sneak up behind him, and I take out my lasso, and I lasso the guy, and I pull him towards me, and I tie him up. The one thing I did though before I did this, I put my bandit mask on.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So this is exactly what I did. I tied him up, put him on my shoulder, brought him into his house. We know where this is going. Tossed him on his bed. Pointed my gun at him. And just started taunting him. Like, there's a button that you could taunt. Like, you could taunt. And Arthur's just, like, talking so much smack about this guy. And this guy's like, please don't do anything. I'm like, yeah, you're not so tough, are ya? So he's like, don't kill me, please don't kill me. So I put my gun away because I'm like, this guy's tied up. So what do I do then? Ransacked his house. I took every single thing that I could find in that house. Gold watches. I checked the chimney. Thank you for showing me about that. I checked the chimney. He had a rifle that I stole off of him. So I completely just wiped this guy clean.
That's awesome.
And he's like, please untie me. And I just turned and looked at him, walked on out of that house. Just left this guy tied up in his own house with no valuables. But I had to put an exclamation point on there. So before I left, I walked up to one of his goats and I shot it in the face. And it's precious little goat
animal
face.
cruelty?
No, I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything.
No, that's because the guy was a jerk.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But
Did you eat the goat?
I took the goat back to the camp. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't about to waste it. I'm not a total monster.
No.
Yeah, what kind of person would do that? So, once I got back to camp and I was like, you know what? I'm like, yes, that's the kind of experience I enjoy in this game. And the fact that I wasn't wanted or anything like that, and that I didn't kill him. I didn't have to kill him. It's a Grand Theft Auto type game. You feel like you have to kill people if they make you mad in the game, because that's what they've been doing since 1996 when GTA 1 came out. But it was a lot more fun to tie this guy up, threaten him, and steal all of his goodies.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play this game.
I'm actually curious. I'm going to probably give it a few days. I'm going to go back to his house to see if he's still tied up.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
So
I can't wait to see. Now I'm excited.
So I played Grand Theft Horseface, and that was just about everything that I played, because I putting a lot of time into that game. So
you didn't stream any of this?
I didn't.
You didn't stream that.
No, I didn't stream that. I streamed the.
Why? I don't understand why. If you're playing a game, why not stream it?
Because I was playing right before bed, and I didn't. Because if I stream, I'm going to stream for a few hours. I only played that game for about 45 minutes. So, I don't know. Sherry, you were watching. Was there anything else fun that happened while I was streaming? Oh, I also rode my horse face first into a tree.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It fell over. I'm like, oh.
You ran over some rabbits.
Yep.
And then you didn't know how to drive your horse correctly, and you ran into someone, and you ran them like off of a porch, and then you got in trouble.
Yeah, what's up with that? I tried to. I'm in the middle of this town, and I couldn't figure out how to control my horse, so my horse starts walking on the planks on the boardwalk in this town, and the horse just very slowly knocks over somebody, and boom, I'm hit with a bounty.
I don't think you killed him, but you trampled him with your horse nice and good.
And now I got a bounty. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love it.
And I got friend zoned.
Oh yeah.
I got friend zoned in one of my missions. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So yeah.
Friend zoned in one of your missions.
Yeah, you can watch the VOD. The VOD's available on twitch.tv/TCThrowers.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. So that's our episode for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. We also want to let everybody know that we are proud to be part of the Gamerheads Network. So be sure to check that out at gamerheadspodcast.podbean.com. You'll be able to find our sister show, the Gamerheads Podcast, which gets posted every Monday, if I'm not mistaken. You'll be able to check out the Controller Throwers podcast every Wednesday to download. And then Roger and I, Roger from the Gamerheads Network, and myself, we also do just a very small side podcast, kind of like a Siskel and Ebert type show where we talk about games that are coming out this week, and if it's a buy it or leave it. So be sure to check all that fun stuff out. We also stream the podcast every Tuesday night at twitch.tv/tcthrowers, so be sure to check that out. This Saturday, I'm bringing it back. It's been gone for a long time, everybody. I haven't done it in a while, but this Saturday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, come on down to twitch.tv/tcthrowers for Saturday Night Perlers. It's where we chill, listen to some relaxing music, and make pixel art out of little tiny perler beads. It's a lot of fun. Come check it out. We would love to have you.
And it's amazeballs.
And it's amazeballs. So also you could check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/tcthrowers. You can find us at Twitter. We're at TC Throwers, so that's at T as in Tom, C as in Charlie, Throwers as in throwing Red Dead Redemption out the window because he gets so angry at it. And you can also send us an email, thecontrollerthrowers@gmail.com. And be sure to check us out. Be sure to hit that follow button. We would love to get your feedback on how you think the podcast is. If you have any ideas that would make it better or worse. I'm not saying we'll take the worst ideas, but we'll do what we can. Also, stay tuned. You're going to be hearing some commercials for some podcasts from the Crossplay Compatible Network of Podcasts, so be sure to check those out as well. That's a lot of advertising. Whew.
Yeah, I was going to say, anything else you have to pimp out?
I don't know.
And if
what
Taco Bell would like to sponsor us, we're at...
Yeah. I tried winning.
And if you sponsor us, each one of us has to get one of those Xbox One X's. Yes.
There we go.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, so thanks everybody again. We'll see you all next week. Until next time, have some fun, play some games. We'll see you all later. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
If you like video games, debates, and silly banter, you'll love Gamerheads Podcast.
Outside of your store, because I do feel like your store knows its identity. I do. I think that you guys know what you are. No?
Not always.
Really?
It sells fidget spinners.
Well,
Not anymore.
I mean, for a while. but-
Not
I mean,
anymore.
Not
We're
that
experimenting
Not
with our...
anymore.
That's what I'm saying, though. You were just experimenting.
Golf was made by a Japanese guy.
yeah,
Yeah. Go Iwata.
yeah,
Oh, the game.
Yeah, not the
Okay.
sport.
yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, huh.
Well, speaking of Nintendo,
Follow Gamerheads on Podbean at gamerheadspodcast.podbean.com.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tyler,
I'm Lucas. And I'm Chris.
and we're better than Static. We meet up once a week and talk about movies, comics, and video games.
I don't want to talk about that.
Why are you complaining about all the topics I bring up? I'm trying to sound professional, Chris.
But we're not that good.
We are too good.
We may not be great, but we are better than Static.
You guys can hit up iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and YouTube to check us out.
Hey, it's Carrington from Real Dudes Podcast, and with me I have some fantastic co-hosts. Guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
This is Andrew, coming to you from Lynchburg, Ohio.
This is Cody, coming from you also from Ohio.
And this is Kyle, coming to you straight from the armpits of West Virginia. We are an indie gaming podcast. We all share a love for games. And you can check out our show on Podbean. Just search for Real Dudes Podcast. You can also find us on iTunes, Google Play, really any of the podcasting outlets that you like to use. Again, that is Real Dudes Podcast. Be sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you love video games, you will love our show.
Have you ever been reading through a stack of comics and thought, hey, maybe I should see what this Arkham Asylum game is all about? Or been playing Marvel vs. Capcom and felt like you were at a real disadvantage because you didn't know who half the characters were? Well, Play Comics is the show for you. I'm Chris, and each episode, I take a look at video games based on comic book properties and how well they stick to that source material. So, whether you know the comics and want to actually learn how these games work, or know the games and want to know what the hell is going on, go check out Play Comics at playcomics.com, the Brain Trust Bros Network, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.